Welcome back to BHP After Dark. As always, I'm Benjo.
And I'm B. Benjo, good to see you. How's everything?
Awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah,
What's new?
everything.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Benjo, we got a lot to cover here in, what is this one?
Season 1, episode 29, An Into Prosperity.
Oh, an end to prosperity.
Burley.
We
Okay,
mentioned
I
one.
found this on the web for what is
Oh,
this
no.
season 1 episode 20 Prosperity and Prosperity.
Oh,
Check
no.
it out.
Oh no. Was that my Siri? It'll be alright.
Was that his Siri? Did that just pull up the episode? Is that what it did?
I think so.
Wow. Okay. Well, that was crazy.
No, I think she heard me say season 1, episode 29, An Into Prosperity. And she thought, and she just looked it up on like Safari.
So, and then that showed up. British History Podcast.
No, it just showed like a bunch of websites.
Oh, okay.
It might have shown British History.
Well, that was crazy.
I'll try not to say
Whisper it.
anymore.
Benjo, we mentioned any other podcasts you like to listen to?
No, I mean Dateline.
You do like Datelines, yeah. But no other podcasts?
I mean, when it comes before fantasy football season, I listen to Fantasy Focus.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Nerdy fantasy football nerds. Well, Benjo, that's interesting. We got a lot to get into. Why don't we talk about, you can ask me what mine are next time, okay?
Okay. Wait, what are yours?
Well, I've got a bunch that I listen to, and so but we got to get into it.
You listen to a fantasy football podcast too?
No, I don't.
You down with CTE?
That's Clay does that one for my fantasy football. I don't listen to the podcast.
I've seen it on our homepage. That means that you have before.
Maybe years ago, and I just fast forward to when he was talking about me to see like what he thought of my team. I guess. Anyway, Benjo, let's get down to it. This episode, season 1, episode 29. It's really just we're still in season 1, and it's episode 29. Actually starts.
No, I thought it was season 2, episode 18.
Well, that's what I mean is it doesn't make any sense because it's not going to be season 2, episode 1. Anyway, it opens with Jamie responding to a few listener corrections.
There's my Twitter.
Yeah.
I've lost that for like weeks.
Well, listen, it started with Jamie giving some examples of some listener corrections. He said Constantine didn't get baptized when he was 42. When he was converted, he got baptized at the end of his life.
Wow.
He mispronounced Chi, like Sigma Chi.
Sigma.
Says it's because he didn't have any fraternities or sororities at his college. And then the most egregious one that he was rather distraught and apologetic. Stop drawing wieners with highlighters. The one that he was most distraught about was that he apparently at some point had said Stonehenge was built by Druids. Stonehenge, and again, not completely not delved into really at all by Jamie, which is the only slight I have with the BHP. Everything else is perfect. I wish he'd just go into Stonehenge more. Anyway, he says it was.
Well, maybe we can go into Stonehenge more.
It was built before Druids. You want to?
Yeah.
Okay. You do some shorts.
All right.
Yeah. So anyway, but it was long before Druidic people. Anyway, Benjo, I'm talking enough here. We got a lot to cover. Britain. It had been a success for Constantine, right?
Yeah. Constantine had elevated his allies to so they were able to make him rich.
Right. So he concentrated all the money he was able to get through taxation into him and his allies, so that his friends also were leaders with him in both political and Christian positions. And so the upper class kind of led the charge with the conversion to Christianity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, one thing that I thought was funny was Jamie compares Constantine with the Plantagenets
Why is that funny?
because he says, I'll remind you of this comparison when we get to it. That would have been about 15 years earlier. The Plantagenets aren't even going to come into play until 1154, and we're in like 330.
How many years
And
until you think y'all get it?
I mean, it's been what, like 13 already
So 2 more
since
years.
it started?
So
14?
So 2 more years till you get to that.
Probably.
Do you think he will remind you?
I can't imagine he will.
What if he watches this episode and implants it in his
Maybe
brain?
so. You had a good idea the other day about
Sending him a message every single.
what?
Oh,
That was your idea?
I told you that I was gonna email him like every 10 minutes until he responds.
Oh my God! No, don't annoy him like that. Forget that.
Wait,
edit
wait,
that.
no, I'm not.
Hey, edit
We're
that.
not editing that.
Yeah.
But what were you gonna say?
What was I gonna say? What were we talking about?
You said I had a good idea about.
Oh, you had a good idea of us
Doing an episode
now
and posting it. Well, we shouldn't have told him that.
Hey, no.
Like doing an
They
episode.
won't actually see it.
Like the most recent episode. Wait, why
So
would
like
they not
episode 470. I mean, they'll just
like they'll
nobody
see
will
it,
remember.
They'll see it when we post it.
We're not going to post it for another 5 years though.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, just because
I'll be like 6'5".
ripped.
Yeah.
But we would be in the year 1093 with William the Conqueror's son, William Rufus. Anyway, that's the whole thing. Benjo, getting back to Constantine, he's kind of a larger than life. He's Constantine the Great. So he did a lot, right?
He's an overall good guy, you know?
It sounds like he was.
You keep doing this thing.
Sounds like he was.
No, you keep doing this thing. I asked you this last episode too. I was like, he seems like a good guy, and you were like, for now. And then when I say it now, you're like, he seems.
I know. I'm always like,
did he end up being a horrible person or something?
I don't know. Like, I'm leaving room for like Jamie to say, and he killed like an entire ethnic tribe or something.
Well, then I can say he's not a good guy. But for now, he's a great guy.
Okay, but we're skipping ahead to 337. Constantine is sick, right?
Oh.
He wants to be baptized in the River Jordan, right? But he's too sick, so instead he was baptized in Nicomedia.
Wait, how are you too sick to get baptized? What does that mean?
To travel all the way to the River Jordan.
How far away is that?
That was in like Israel.
So
he wanted to be like Jesus and be baptized.
So that would have been like over here?
Way over here.
Well, for their purposes, it's right here.
Yeah, but like way over here.
Like where I'm laying in their arms?
Probably.
Or farther than that?
Maybe about like that.
Okay.
That's probably good. So anyway, he only made it to a place that's now in Turkey or Greek, was then Greek, and he died. Right? So then there's kind of a power vacuum. Constantine has 3 sons. And
they're all power hungry.
They're all power hungry. He doesn't get too innovative with his naming. So he's got his oldest is Constantine II.
Constantine.
Then he's got Constantius is the second, and his youngest son is Constans.
That sounds like the guy who you did your first case for, who he had like 4 brothers who all had the same exact name.
No.
What was that?
Eddie Cornelius.
Eddie Cornelius Jr. and he had like 3 brothers that were also Eddie.
Yeah, four brothers. Yeah.
How would they keep up with him?
I don't know. It was like George Foreman. It was just like George Foreman. That's another story for another day. The first ever case I tried, but anyway, Benjo. So these brothers, Constantine II's 21. He rules the West. Constantius II is out there, kind of ruling the East. It sounds like Constans has kind of the middle, Italy, Illyricum. I'm not sure where that is, and Africa. So kind of just straight down in the middle. And eventually,
the whole Africa.
African part. I'm assuming it's just northern Africa, right? right
Okay,
here.
I was about to say he had the whole Africa.
Yeah, because that would be crazy. But yeah, they didn't control Roman Empire only controlled parts of North Africa.
He was by.
Yeah, he was by, and so he started to get kind of fed up, and by the year 340, so Constantine is his guardian. His older brother is his guardian, and so he kind of got annoyed with Constantine being his guardian, and so in 340 he comes of age, probably 17, and but Constantine II still wouldn't grant him his control. Instead, he was still his guardian. So Constantine II marched on Italy, and Constans killed him. His younger brother killed him.
So Constance killed
Constantine
Constantine
II.
Jr.
Yeah, killed him. And so now Constans basically took over.
You think I'm related to Constantine?
Constans?
No, I mean Constantine.
Maybe it's possible. Why?
I mean, I'm a great guy. He was a great guy.
You think you get it from him?
Yeah.
You're funny. So anyway, Constans seems like he's kind of not a good dude, right? So he's about 19 in the year 342. There's some trouble, some rebellion in Britain, and so Constans visits Britain around there. He's like, we're gonna deal with this problem. Jamie thinks it was because of either Picts or Roman frontier scouts that weren't as loyal as he wanted them to be. But as I said, Constans, he's cruel, right?
He's mean.
He's mean, but he does restore order in Britain
He loses his
by the
friends.
next year. And Jamie talks about how each brother had their own Praetorian prefect, like their own army, kind of.
Wait, do that stupid voice where you go Praetorian.
Praetorian prefect. You love that, don't you? But didn't Jamie tell us last episode that Constantine dissolved the Praetorian prefect?
Yeah.
You're just saying that you don't
No,
remember.
But
I did.
I took notes on the video.
You did. You're right.
Yeah, tap your head. No,
You-
tap your head.
I will tap my head.
Wait,
for
so what happened to? I thought.
Well, when I guess they came back, and when Constantine II died, his Praetorian prefect just continued to kind of rule.
Is Constantine
over that area.
Is Constantine dead right now?
Constantine is dead.
Okay.
Yeah, remember he died in a place that's now Turkey when he went to get baptized. Remember? You crying over the great Constantine the Great died? Too soon. I'm sorry. It was too soon. But Constans was also he was unpopular because he favored the barbarians over the Romans, and he was very harsh on paganism.
What is paganism?
The people that were non-Christians
Oh.
that believed in whatever
Like
ancient
Judaism.
I don't think you consider Judaism pagans.
Atheism.
Just they were just multiple gods that they worshiped multiple gods, and
Polytheism.
the Romans weren't used to it pretty much.
Polytheism.
Yeah. And they were considered uncivilized.
Wait, if you believe in Greek gods, is that called Greek godism?
No, but it's like it's a form of polytheism, you know. But that's like legend stuff. I mean, you know. But anyway, Constantius II and Constans had what appears to be the most minutia of religious differences. Like they believe one little thing about. I mean, it was like they were fighting over these little things, you know. It's like they both believed in Christianity, but like we'll see, people fight over just the littlest things. It seems like.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
I understand.
You do. So anyway,
Constans
in 350 hears that one of his barbarian generals, Magnentius, had actually declared himself emperor, and that Magnentius had the support of troops in Britain and Gaul. So Constans, he ran, but he was caught and killed.
He did.
So Magnentius, his troops caught and killed Constantius II, his middle brother, got super ticked off, but really just because he wanted the power, not because he was really upset about his little brother dying.
That's kind of mean.
But it's kind of mean. So he marched for war, and the British troops are ready to support Magnentius. So here's where we get Britain coming back into the story, right? Because because Constantine had been a big fan of Britain,
Yeah.
and so the fact that his sons weren't was
I mean,
like the
just
British
another,
people were.
just another instance of Constantine, just
Yeah.
awesome guy.
But Magnentius, he was popular, but he was pagan, but he was tolerant of Christians. So you had Christians that were tolerant of pagans, pagans that were tolerant of Christians.
Yeah.
So likely some Christians fought for Magnentius, and so Magnentius was basically fighting against Constantius and some other folks that just didn't want Magnentius to seize control, right?
Yeah.
So he mentions the Battle of Mursa Major in 351. And when I hear about battles, I like to check them out on Wikipedia. So it was while Magnentius was on the battlefield with his troops, Constantius II spent all day praying in a church. But it was a huge battle with many casualties, and Constantius II actually won. So after that, they had another battle.
That was
Magnentius
weird.
wasn't.
That was really weird.
Magnentius wasn't officially dead yet, so they had another battle. Jamie doesn't mention it, but I looked it up on Wikipedia. It was the Battle of Mons Seleucus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Magnentius was defeated, killed himself.
Oh no, that's not
What
nice.
in the world is going on? So Constantius II, he's still mad. He's not fond of these Britons like his dad had been. The Britons are disappointed.
Yeah.
Because Constantine had been a fan. What are you doing over here?
I'm not. Can I not put my arm around my dad?
Yeah, you can. So Constantius sent Pallas to get rid of disloyalty in Britain. Pallas was a Spanish imperial agent, also known for what?
Given a nickname
for his cruelty.
Oh.
But he was one example of his cruelty is the fact that he was
a nickname for chaining people and dragging them through the streets.
Right. So he was ruthless beyond even what Constantius had ordered him to do, but Constantius didn't stop him, So he removed any pagan symbols, including the altar of victory. That a little side here. Jamie just assumes we know what the altar of victory was. We don't. So I went to my source on Wikipedia. The altar of victory was built in 29 BC, but it may have even been captured 200 years before that during the Pyrrhic War, or the Battle of Actium in 29 BC to commemorate Antony and Cleopatra's victory. Anyway, just a little side note there.
No, yeah, it was awesome. I thought add more information.
You like that?
Yeah.
Anyway, so Pallas is ruthless, and Britain never really recovers from this type of ruthless treatment during Roman occupied times. So, little foreshadowing. We're only about 50 years from Roman times and Britain being over.
Well, that makes me not like Pallas or Constantius II.
Right.
Constantius Jr.
Yeah, I mean, or Constans.
Well, yeah, but he killed. He did.
He did. But anyway, so one of a leader in the British region, a guy named Flavius Martinus, he's a loyal supporter of Constantius II, the emperor, and he attempts to stop Pallas, but he fails, Pallas accuses him of treason. So Martinus attacks him at sword point, isn't able to kill Pallas, so Martinus also kills himself.
Wait, why? Because he didn't kill
Because
Pallas?
he wasn't able to kill Pallas. I'm assuming he's just like, they're going to come after me and torture me or something. So I don't know. That's a guess. So Pallas, perceivably, maybe because he was so mean, was recalled and sent to Egypt and the Frankish territories, where he was also cruel, but was eventually condemned to death by Emperor Julian and burned alive.
Let's go, Emperor Julian.
You think? Yeah. Yay, burn somebody alive. Speaking of yesterday, did you see there was a execution by a firing squad in South Carolina?
Was that what the street was named after?
What?
It said a street name was in Abbeville. Somebody went into
Oh, no, not that guy.
he chose firing squad.
Yeah, he chose firing squad, so he died by firing
Wait,
squad.
who was it?
A guy that beat his girlfriend's parents with a baseball bat or something.
Oh no.
Like 25. Anyway,
That's not good.
awful story, but it's, we don't need to like cheer, hey, burn alive. Shot firing squad.
I mean, if you do something like that.
But anyway, it sounds like we'll do a little foreshadowing about Emperor Julian. We're getting to Emperor Julian next episode. He's Constantius II, and I'm assuming Constantine and Constan's cousin.
And he's just so smart.
Is a Caesar. Yeah, he is. And he's put in charge of Gaul and Britain in 355. And then, we'll see you in the next episode, right?
Season 1, episode 700.
You're a goof. Well, Benjo, I did too much talking this time.
You
know how
it's been a pleasure. It really has.
It has, but look, we're gonna answer the prayers of all the millions of listeners and get you. I mean, I didn't write in cursive this time so you could read it.
I did look at stuff.
I'm gonna make you take all the notes again. Benjo, love you, dog.
Cheers.
Cheers. Till next episode.
See y'all.
See you.
Complete